Hi, I'm Danny Harrell from the Hospitality Training Academy. Today we're pulling out items that commonly be found in food banks or food pantries. These are items that you can make at home, incorporate some other fresh vegetables or fresh items along with the canned items and items that you'll get in the donations of that's available in that products. We're going to be having today a chicken chow mein. We're using ramen noodles. We have a low sodium mixed vegetables we're going to add to our sauce. We also have a canned chicken. Very good.
That's an excellent source of protein.
Now when you're using the ramen noodles, you can just use the noodle. You don't have to use the spice pack. The noodle is just a regular, easy pasta to cook off on. Our vegetables we're going to be doing today are going to have a little garlic and ginger and scallions and a little mixed vegetables that we had in the refrigerator. Any vegetable would be fine. Any vegetable that you wanted to use would be fine. One of my first little tricks I like to tell people is when you're making the ginger, and here is that fact that if you have to peel this ginger, you don't need a peeler. We'll just get a spoon and scrape the skin right off. Just scrape it right off from it. I'm going to do just about maybe about an inch, about a fingernail of the ginger here. And then when you're cutting the ginger, you want to make sure that you're doing an as nice little thin cut on the bias, on an angle. The reason why you do that, it helps release the essential oils and the essential elements of the ginger. Then again, I lay it down and go.
I'm going to go ahead and get the noodles in here now.
Chef Frieder's going to cook some pasta for us.
Put our noodles in here.
Right.
Get that going.
The garlic we're just going to keep sliced, just really nice thin slices. We found that when you're cutting garlic, the more you chop it, the more it releases its acids and the fibers that make the garlic clove, and it releases its strength. So a nice thin slice is perfect for this dish. We chose this dish today because it has such a variety of different products. It's the availability of things all in your refrigerator. The key was to use what you have in your fridge as best you can. You can see we're cooking our pasta.
And this cooks very quickly, so we want to make sure we get all these vegetables cut right away. So we're going to cut everything quite large. Chef Danny's cutting.
Just like that, right?
That's beautiful.
And then we have our cabbage. The cabbage has got a little core on it here. A good idea is we just cut this in the quarters and just go right down here and take that core off.
Okay, and this is, if you have the vegetables, if you don't have fresh vegetables, you can do this with just canned vegetables is fine.
We have a bell pepper. When you're cleaning bell peppers, you want to take out the stem, but you also want to take out this white part here. It's called the pith of the pepper, and it has a little bit bitterness to it, so we take it out.
And when we cut this, we cut it skin side down to make it easier to cut. If the skin is up, you got to push through that harder part of the pepper to get it cut.
We're just approaching it with a sense of like, take advantage of the shape and colors of the items that we have here. Got the stem, and then our sticks can be perfect.
So the source of animal protein is going to be chicken breast. And this is commonly found in pantries. It's an item that you're commonly going to run across. And it's a great source of protein, 19 grams of protein. And this one in particular is preserved in water. So it has a low amount of sodium. To reduce the amount of sodium that it contains, we're going to wash it and remove 40% of the sodium that they use to preserve it. We're going to strain the noodles that Chef Frieder cooked. And these are a great source of a complex carbohydrate because these are whole grain wheat noodles. The thing that makes them a little bit more on the unhealthy side is the flavor packets that come with them. And as you can see, Chef Frieder and Chef Danny are making a classic chicken chow mein dish with fresh ingredients.
In this small bowl, we'll go ahead and make a little sauce for this. And then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of soy sauce here.
We're going to use those?
We're going to add some cornstarch, and it'll be a little thickener. About like that, should be doing it. And some garlic powder here. We're going to add some fresh garlic, but it's nice to have a little garlic powder in here as well. A little bit of water. Now if you have chicken stock is great. If you stir that up like this. Also, a little bit of, for Asian cuisine, white pepper is generally the choice. For Chinese cuisine in particular. Okay, and I think we're ready to start building our stir fry. So first thing we're going to do is add some oil to this. We're going to add our ginger and our garlic, and we'll stir that around. If you have a wok, you certainly could use a wok if you'd like. A little bit of green onion to this if we like, just a touch. We're going to break up these onions, get them to separate. We don't want to get these veggies all squishy. We want them to be crispy and crunchy. Now I'll go ahead and add the cabbage is next, which really goes together quickly. Get that cabbage to slightly wilt a little bit. And I'm leaving this on the flame. Now we're going to need some more oil here, and at some point, we're okay at the moment. There's a little bit of a gloss on there that you can see, and that's helping to keep it from sticking and burning on the bottom, which is great. Okay, and I think now we can go ahead and add broccoli and the larger pieces of green onion that we have. Okay, that looks great, doesn't it?
It looks excellent. Very colorful.
And we can add a little bit of those spice packets.
Sure, we got one right here, Chef.
A little more oil. Just a pinch of each, yeah, or whatever, pinch. Just for fun flavor. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and add our noodles to this.
Oh, wow.
And toss that around, and they're already still quite warm. We're going to mix this up to get that cornstarch to blend in over here, and we're going to add that and then immediately stir. And I turn my flame off at this point. And there we are. This is the chicken chow mein. Okay, nice fresh vegetables, very, very healthy meal.
Very.
Lean chicken, beautiful stuff. And we're going to plate this up on a big platter here and garnish with a little bit of the sliced green onions on top.
So another variation on the dish, a lot of the times you have access to chicken stock.
Right.
The pre-made chicken stock at the pantries. You can use that to make a pho with those
Right, now you
noodles.
can make a soup out of this.
A soup.
Certainly you can trade the chicken out for any other protein you have.
Of course.
Almost any other
Canned
solid
salmon,
protein.
anything like
Canned
that,
salmon
right?
would be
Canned
great.
salmon, well, right.
Or any
Shrimp,
if you happen to
seafood.
find some shrimp or
Absolutely.
fish would be fabulous. Yeah.
Well, there you have a classic dish from all pantry staples. We didn't plan any of the vegetables. It was what was there, what's
But
available.
you could substitute in, if you like, some zucchini, some mushrooms, whatever you have available will be fine. And if you don't have the canned vegetables, you could do sliced carrots. Whatever you have will work. Celery, any other vegetable should work.